Hey everybody, hope you've had a very wonderful and blessed Wednesday. Today's been a little bit of a busy day, but we're getting to the point now where we're starting to slow down as far as work is concerned. Today I finished up with all of our wildlife openings. I got all the equipment back to the shop, and archery season has began, so we've kind of changed gears, so everything's starting to go back into a little bit of a normal pattern. I hope everybody else is having a wonderful week just as I am. I wanted us to talk for a minute about a particular verse that is found in the book of 2nd John, chapter 1, obviously, verse 6. And it goes in saying, "This is love, that we walk according to his commandments. This is the commandment you have heard from the beginning, that you shall walk in it." I want us to stop for a minute and think. First of all, the author being John, it's no mistake that he brings this up, for the simple fact that you find a lot, even in his gospel, Jesus repeating the phrases, "If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. If you love me, you'll do the things I say. Don't just tell me you love me, but to show me you love me." But in this particular passage, he brings up a couple of things. He says the definition of what love is. He says, "This is love." He said that we walk according to his commandments. Now, I want us to stop here for just a minute and understanding that sometimes we have a really bad tendency of taking the things that we like from the Bible and we hold on to that. And a lot of different denominations and things of that sort will simply take the things that they don't like and say, "Well, I just don't like this, so I'm not going to follow it." But what they forget is all of these commandments that are given to us are given to us by God. So what is love? Love is doing what he said. Too many times today we've gotten to the point of where people do not really truly want to do what God says. You look at the world around us and why there is so much division among people, it's simply because the fact that there's no love. There's no love really by any definition of the word love. You can go as far as the homes where you see where people are struggling, where marriages are struggling, where families are struggling, and it's simply because people do not understand that it takes more than just saying "I love you." It's the actions and the things that you do that prove that. And that's what's lacking too many times today. We've become selfish. We've become the type of people who worry more about ourselves and less about the things that we need to do. There's no sense of responsibility by many young men and young women today. They do not see themselves as carrying themselves for the future and for people to be able to look at them. They do not look at things the same way you see somebody as older generations do. But Jesus is very clear, or John here in this particular passage is very clear, that if you want to say that you love Jesus, do the things that I say. I look around today, and the real question we have to ask ourselves is we see so much division. We see division even within churches themselves. Jesus died for one church. He did not die for hundreds of different opinions and thousands of different opinions, and we'll take this and leave this out. But many of them have one thing in common. They love to talk about love, but they really don't bring out the definition of love. Because to bring out the definition of love means you have to open your Bible and see what it is, the things that Jesus and his apostles commanded us to do. Too many times we find ourselves at a point in our life to where people do not want to do these things because it then shows that they're not putting forth the action and the effort that it takes to show that you love him. So a little word of advice for the rest of the week as we go forward. Keep these words and remember these words. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. And then as John even goes into this particular passage saying, keep the commandment, or if you love Jesus, you'll keep his commandments. But John goes just a little bit further in this passage. He goes in saying, at the end of it, he said, and you shall walk in it. What is he saying? He's saying, I'm not just telling you these things. He said, I want you to do it. Your actions will show what it is that you love. No matter what, no matter who you are, your actions always show the things that you love because they're always priority on your to-do list, so to say. So the question is, what are our priorities showing? Are we making sure that people know that we love Christ by the actions in which we are doing? Are we really striving to keep all of his commandments, or are we nitpicking the ones that we like? It's been a absolute blessed time. I hope that everybody took a little something from this message, and I can't wait to see you Sunday. Thanks, and have a blessed day.